Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card all about what's going to happen for you guys a year from now. So we have 4 groups. We're going to be looking into love, career, abundance, manifestations, all that stuff. So we have group number 1 with the obsidian, group 2 with the selenite, group 3 with the clear quartz, and group number 4 with the black tourmaline. So as usual, all the timestamps are down below in the description box along with my crystal shop, which some of these crystals may be available on. This one I do not sell on my crystal shop, but the rest I do. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get started. As usual, my rates are down below. Please message me before purchasing a reading as well, because my rates can change. So let's get started. Start with group number 1, and as usual, timestamps are in the description box and in the comment section. So let's get started with group number 1. Hello group number 1, let's get started with your reading. So let's see what's going on for you and let's see what you are attracting and things like that. So we have the beautiful black obsidian. I love this crystal. It's really nice to kind of calm you down, especially if you're going through quite a stressful time. It's very helpful for that. Okay, so let's get started with your reading. Let's see what you guys are going to be, where you're going to be in a year. So we're going to start off with the oracle cards, and then we're going to have a look into the tarot. I'll try not to put that back in the deck because I do have a habit of doing that. All right, so we're going to have a look at your crystal cards. So we have rhodochrosite, remember your worth. We have blue lace agate, find your calm, and then we also have appreciation. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Let's get you a couple more Enchanted Blossoms card. I get a lot of questions about these cards with the dragons on them, the dragon butterflies. These are called Enchanted Blossom cards. So I am trying to figure out how to actually link everything down below. But I will try to do that at some point so you guys can know exactly what I'm using. Okay, so underneath we have beauty. I feel like you're going to have a glow up, a grow up, that sort of thing. I don't always like using the word glow up, but it kind of makes sense here because I feel like a lot of you guys are focusing on your appearance. You're focusing on, I'm hearing level up. That song that goes level up, that song. Like I'm feeling like a massive level up for you guys. I am picking up for some of you guys, this, a lot of you guys are around your 20s, like early 20s. So if you're not, of course, just take it as it resonates. That's just a very like small percentage of you. But I am picking up for some of you guys, you're really kind of transitioning from like going to uni to work or school to uni, that sort of thing is quite a big transition for you within the next year. So this is a timeless reading, so just take it as it resonates. We have patience, appreciation, and grace. So within a year, I do feel like you're going to gather a lot more patience. I feel like you're going to be surprised at how patient you actually are. And I feel like you're going to appreciate the smaller things, and it's going to actually bring in a lot more bigger things into your life. So with your remember your worth and find your calm, a lot of you guys are actually going to be a lot more calmer than where you are now. So maybe there's a lot of drama. I'm picking up like a laughing when I said that, because maybe a lot of you guys are going through a lot of stress. You're like, that's not going to happen, girl. Like there's not going to be any calmness in my life, girl. I'm feeling like there is going to be a lot of calmness. I feel like you're going to be more connected to nature. You're going to be going out in nature more. You might even work in nature. You might have a job in nature. And I'm picking up for a lot of you guys, you're going to be possibly having a new dog. You might buy a dog. You might buy an animal that encourages you to get outside more. I'm just picking up this sense of like, I'm deciding enough is enough. I'm hearing like cutting the cords, picking up your stuff and like moving. So it might be for some of you guys, you're moving with your family or a partner or friends, or even just by yourself. And I'm feeling this is a really good feeling. It feels like, it just feels really good. And I'm picking up this like, I need this for my soul. I need this for my soul. So with the appreciation and grace, a lot of you guys, if you are moving, you're going to be in a place that's really calm. You're going to have possibly really nice neighbours. It's going to be like a really nice energy around where you're living. And especially in your home, you're going to be, I'm hearing accessorizing it the way you want to accessorize it. We also have the card of appreciation. You're going to be appreciated much more than where you are now, and possibly just feeling just so much more appreciation for where you are. So the appreciation card is all about kind of expanding yourself and allowing yourself to be more vulnerable. I'm hearing I am worthy. So a lot of you guys have been feeling very unworthy recently, kind of like, where's my life going? I have no idea. Possibly like life purpose and things like that. I've just been feeling very confusing. So there's going to be a massive shift within your energy, and you're going to remember your worth more. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be so much more confident. You're possibly going to have your own business, or you're going to be in a job that you really like. The rhodochrosite here is really showing me like a massive impact on your heart chakra and your throat. So you're going to be really able to express yourself more. You're going to be more open-hearted. And I'm not saying you're not open-hearted now. It just feels like you're going to be able to trust more. You're going to be able to trust yourself. You're going to be able to trust people more. And with the Find Your Calm, blue lace agate is absolutely amazing for people who suffer with throat chakra issues. So if you suffer with thyroid issues, anything to do with your throat, if you're having a lot of colds or any flu or anything around the throat, this is really good. If you cough a lot when you talk, if you yawn a lot, if you sneeze a lot, you know, if you get like choked up around your throat, this is a really good crystal, and I'm just picking up a lot of you guys might need this right now. These two crystals are actually really good at actually moving you forward in situations. So for a lot of you guys, it's a sense of like lacking of confidence in relationships. This will really help you to find your calm in relationships. So when there's any conflict, there's going to be a lot more calmness and what you would have realized that would actually happen. A lot of you guys are also in the middle of moving, or you're in a situation where you're renting and it's not really for you, or you're living with people who you don't really want to live with. And I do feel like a massive sense of shifting for you. If it's not within a year, it might be about 1.5 to 2 years for moving. But for a lot of you guys, if you are thinking about moving house and it's the right timing and the universe is like, fucking go for it, girl, I definitely feel like that's coming in for you. But I really, really love this appreciation, because I'm picking up there's this big sense of appreciation for your life. And you might be not really feeling that right now. You might be feeling like, I have no idea what I'm doing in my life. I honestly just have no idea. Everything just feels really up in the air. And I do feel like it's going to be a massive sense of relief there. I feel like it's going to be a massive sense of like just things changing, and you're just going to feel like in the flow. Like you might be feeling like I don't know how to have appreciation for my life right now. Everything feels really up in the air. That's going to massively change for you. And the sunflower just feels like the sun is shining. You might be meeting a Leo as well within the next year who really impacts your life or just makes you think in a different way. So let's get you a couple more oracle cards, and then we're going to pull some tarot. So let's have a look at kind of soul growth and things like that. Let's see where you are on that level. We have the Sovereign, the Void, and we have Transmute. Okay, and then let's get you another set of cards here. Let's put those up there. So this is showing me that you guys are really going for a massive spiritual awakening. There's this massive sense of just things really, really changing for you. And yeah, I'm just picking up, massive beginnings and growth. A lot of you guys are really shifting your perspective on yourself. And basically you're really owning your power. In a year from now, you're going to feel very, very confident. Wow, my throat chakra is really going for it. A lot of you guys are going to find your power, especially around masculine energies. You're going to feel really, really comfortable within yourself, and you're going to start to feel much more able to express yourself. I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's a big sense of like emptiness right now. It could be in relationships, or it could be in your life purpose. And I just feel like if there's emptiness right now, it's going to really transmute into something beautiful. And it's going to come from you first. So if you're doing a lot of healing, it's going to come from you. And it's going to be a massive illumination in relationships for you. It's not going to be anything bad. It does feel like a massive sense of calm, actually. And there's going to be like as I said, like a real big appreciation for life. So if a lot of you guys are really suffering with kind of appreciating things at the moment, just realize that things will change for you and you are going to get what you want, okay? So we have Sprout, Masculine, the Sun, and the Fireworks, and underneath we have the Sovereign, the Void, and Transmute. So I feel like a lot of you guys could be transmuting a lot of your past into your future. So basically, if you've gone through a lot of hurt, you may end up being a therapist or a healer, somebody who helps a lot of people within the next year. You might have been just starting in a course. The masculine energy is basically like asking you to take action on something, and the sun, I did say about the sun, so that makes a lot of sense. It says connect with the positive energy of the sun and see abundance radiate within your life. I'm just picking up like a massive change within how you connect within your relationships and in your life purpose. So for a lot of you guys, if you're feeling really worried about relationships, and I'm talking about all relationships like friends, co-workers, family, all that stuff, there's going to be a massive change within you, and I feel like this is going to be reflected in the outside. So basically you're going to be transmuting a lot of your old trauma into freedom, and you're going to start to feel much more clearer. And what I'm feeling is you're going to start to be able to find what it is that you need in your life, because you're much more clear on what your needs are. So if you don't know your needs right now, it can be really confusing to actually tell people what your needs are. So there may have been relationships where you just didn't feel like yourself. So I'm picking up that a lot of you guys are going to start attracting some really lovely connections in your life that just feel much more like you. It doesn't have to be romantic. It does feel like friendship as well, and possibly even family. You might have like a long lost family member coming towards you, it might be a baby being born, that sort of thing. Or you could reconnect with an old family member that has really possibly made you feel very uncomfortable in the past but has suddenly had an awakening. I do feel like a lot of you guys, yeah, I actually see you're in the middle of a situation and there's a massive like awakening around you. Like I'm seeing like, you know, those fireworks that are kind of on a string and they're like lined up, and once you set one, they all like go off like that. They like dominoes. Basically, I feel like you are the catalyst to wake people up a lot of the time, and in your family you may be very separate from them. There's going to be a lot of family members around you waking up and they're going to be needing you and your support. And if you want to support them and if you're there for them and you want to be there, you know, you don't have to be. If, you know, if they really don't resonate with you anymore, it might be that they might suddenly come away from your life, or they suddenly come into your life more and they suddenly feel suddenly like it's like a massive miracle for a lot of you guys, especially if you really don't connect with your family. So I do feel like the bee is a really big omen for you. Bees, wasps, butterflies, dragonflies, and what was the other one? Moths. Moths and bees, like mainly, I feel, are really big omens for you for change. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you feel like you haven't planted any seeds, like you're feeling like I can't do anything, how can I get to where I want to go? But you've actually planted the seed. So if you're getting ideas of where you want to go, you're getting ideas like, or you're feeling a shift within you, like I need to change my job, I need to change my relationships, I need to change the way I am in relationships. You've already planted the seed. Just because you can't see it right now doesn't mean it's not there, okay? And you're definitely changing your relationship with your masculine as well, your masculine side, and also your relationship to masculines, whether you are a female, male, you know, whatever you kind of vibe with. And also, funnily enough, that this reading is kind of based around yin and yang, because I have my masculine on the masculine side and my feminine on the feminine side. This is clear quartz and this is black tourmaline, so it really allows me to kind of, you know, balance myself out. So also these are available in my shop if you're interested, or they're going to be available very soon. This is very much about you guys kind of finding yourself and really kind of connecting with your masculine. And also this is about you stepping forward and actually doing something you really enjoy. I'm hearing stop hurting yourself over things you can't control. I think that's a really, really big one for a lot of you guys, because you really like, you're really hard on yourself. You really like give yourself a lot of pain and suffering, and it's kind of like, stop doing that. You don't need to do that anymore. Okay, so let's have a look at the tarot first. Lovely. A lot of you guys, ooh, new relationship. Yes, queen, I love that. So a lot of you guys are going to get a new relationship, definitely going to manifest a really lovely masculine. So anyone who is attracted to men or masculines, this is definitely for you. Those of you who are, of course, not attracted to men or masculines, of course, that's totally fine. It will be different for everyone. Everyone has masculine and feminine energy though. So if you're more attracted to feminines, you will be more resonating with kind of reconnecting with your masculine side, because you'll be the masculine in that relationship, okay? Also, this doesn't have to be romantic, but for a lot of you guys, it definitely is. But it's also a really big start for you to manifest more healthier masculine to feminine relationships. So this is friendships, work relationships. Also your relationship with authority figures is really going to change too. Like you're no longer ignoring stuff, and things are really going to start to clear themselves out, which is really great. So anything that's not working for you is possibly going to clear itself, but it's not going to be out of your control. It's going to be like a massive choice for you, and you're going to start accepting things as they are. So basically you're no longer going to just be sweeping things under the rug. You're going to be asserting yourself more, and that therefore you're going to manifest people who really allow you to be yourself. We have strength, which makes so much sense. I want to pull a couple more actually. I want to get a little bit more in depth about this. I definitely feel like there is definitely like some masculine energy coming around you. It just feels really great. Yeah, and you're the feminine, I feel like, in this connection. Especially even if you don't resonate as a feminine, you're just coming out as the feminine. It's kind of like your energy, that's just part of the part of you that you're working on right now, the part of you that's really important. And you're definitely manifesting some really lovely friends who just help you to be yourself. And it's come from a really dark place actually. A lot of you guys have been in a really, really hard place. It's been very, very uncomfortable, stripping away, basically like stripping away at your soul, where there's parts of you that's trauma that's been put on you, not by you, by other people as you've grown up, and you've taken it on as your stuff, and you're really dumping it and releasing it, which is really, really great. And when I say dumping, I mean that in a positive way, not like dumping it onto other people. There's definitely a sense about your throat chakra. A lot of you guys could be Libras or Geminis, or Virgos actually, like an air or mercurial energy. Like a lot of you guys have very strong like mercurial or air sign energy in your chart. And if you do have that, it's really important to use your throat chakra, because especially if you do have that, like that's super important. That's one of your learnings in this life. That's one of your lessons, is to really transmute any ideas you have and let them come out. That's really, really important, because a lot of you guys, you're going to be in a job that allows you to be creative, And if you're not actually expressing yourself, you're not living your full purpose. And it all comes from your confidence, you know, so just take your time with it. Don't stress yourself out too much. I am picking up some of you guys might travel to a foreign country, most likely where it's more hotter, or it just is really hot. So if you're in America, and if you're in the hot part of America, you're just going to travel to possibly another state. Or if you are from Europe, you're going to be traveling to another part of Europe. It's just like you might just travel to another country though, where there's a lot more heat. And I just sense in this really lovely energy around kind of vibing with the environment. And I'm also picking up you might manifest a partner that's from a different country who originates from a country. So they're going to be in your country. For some of you guys, they're going to be in your country where they look foreign, or they're going to be from another country and you're just going to meet them just completely randomly. That is for those of you who are single. Those of you in a relationship, I just feel like you are connecting with more people online, or you're connecting with people from different parts of the world, but they're from your country, so they might have different accents to you. They might have really like intense features that really stand out and make them look, you know, really different to you. Like if you like put you two together, you'd look completely different. But it's like an amazing like connection. You feel really great. They bring you a sense of like originality into your life. They bring, you know, it's like you have lots of different friends. I'm picking up on like the 11th house, like your sense of like Aquarian energy. And if you don't have any Aquarius, that doesn't matter. It's basically the energy that it is. It's like you're around more friends, you're around more groups, and you're kind of, if you're somebody who's quite like picky or quite stubborn on the type of people you're around, because you're healing your heart chakra, you're no longer having to hide yourself and hide your heart, and therefore more different people are coming towards you, which you probably wouldn't have resonated before like a few years ago. But now, because your heart is more open, you're able to really resonate with lots of different types of people. And this is because you guys are really trusting. It's more about your sense of trust more than anything else. And these people really, really suit you. Like they are definitely part of your spiritual tribe. Okay, so I'm going to get you a couple more cards. We're going to have a look into anything around astrology, any zodiac signs, anything. Lovely. You guys are definitely going to get into a relationship for some of you, or you're really improving your relationship. And this is for those of you who are really in a really kind of just really deep relationship. I don't think anything toxic, like nothing that's through trauma. Like this is for those of you who have been together with somebody for a very long time, or you know, if you're in a relationship and you're very, very happy, that's for those of you. That's what I'm talking about. Trying to get my words out is quite hard at the moment. I don't know if Mercury's going to go into retrograde at some point, but I'm honestly struggling at the moment with speaking. It's really interesting. So we have the 6th house as well. So definitely a lot of you guys are going to get a lot out of being of service to people. And this is because your life purpose is healing. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to meet somebody who is in the healing profession, who possibly could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus I'm picking up as well. And there is another one. A lot of you guys are an Aquarius. Yeah, there we go. So very Pisces, and a lot of you guys are really working on your spirituality. Your spiritual self, you're going to be much more connected to it. So that means basically you're going to be more able to relax in the moment. You're no longer worrying about the future. You're very present, you're meditating a lot, or you're just kind of just being very present. You have some sort of spiritual practice that you really stick to. And I really, really like this. I'm seeing like a massive like change in your environment around your 6th house. So it could be that you suddenly have a fitness routine. It really changes your the way you see yourself. You could be having, you could be getting a new pet because the 6th house rules pets. You could be massively changing your work habits. Therefore, you're in a job that you really enjoy. Therefore, you really start to change your work habits and change the way you see yourself. Like you feel like you can really get up and get up out of bed in the morning and feel really good about yourself. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards for a timing. I'm really drawn to like pick a couple of months for you guys. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to see what's coming up for you guys. Oops. Okay, we have July and we have May. Lovely. So those are your significant months. If you feel drawn to them, then of course they may resonate with you. So thank you so much. If you resonate with this reading, please let me know down below. If you would like a private reading, all my rates are down below. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the beautiful selenite. I love these. They're so lovely to cleanse yourself, and they're such a lovely size. They're very girthy. Oh my god, that's literally like such Scorpio humour. Okay. So, okay, let's get started with your reading. Let's see what's going on for you. We're going to have a look into the crystal cards first, and then we'll have a look into these ones. Okie dokie. So let's have a look and see what we have. So we have Celestite, Soothe Your Soul, and Carnelian, Feed Your Creativity. Okay, so let's have a look at your crystal cards. So we have Celestite and Carnelian. So Carnelian is definitely about kind of really embracing your more open side. So kind of being more open and creative about what it is that you want to do in your life, and kind of just doing things out of like spontaneity, just being really spontaneous. The Celestite with Soothe Your Soul, this is very much about you guys seeing things really clearly. I feel like you guys are going to get a massive sense of clearing in your life. There's going to be like a clearing of your house, to kind of clear out anything that you no longer need, a clearing of your emotions, a clearing of your physical self as well. You might be doing a detox or going on some type of diet. And when I say diet, I just mean like a detox, not like something where you're restricting your diet. It's really, really awful and you can't eat anything. I'm not talking about that. I feel like for a lot of you guys there's a big sense of like figuring out who you are, and this is really important, this one. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to find a lot of Gemini energy very, very useful. So if there's ever a Gemini moon, really use that to your advantage, and you might meet a lot of Geminis in your life. Carnelian always reminds me of Geminis, that just like a fiery, like, and even though Geminis aren't fiery, they do have this sense of like this very potent energy of like really like going into ideas and really feeding that creativity side. A lot of you guys, the more creativity you can go into, the easier your life's going to be, because you're expressing yourself. And don't be afraid to try new things that really soothe your soul, like really go towards what really, really soothes your soul, okay? All right, so let's get some more cards. We're going to look at the Enchanted Blossoms now. So the main one we have is dreams. This makes a lot of sense because that creativity does kind of remind me of dreams, because creativity is something you can't physically hold. So if any of you guys are interested, also these are the Enchanted Blossom cards. A lot of people ask me what these cards are. So they are Enchanted Blossoms cards. So the dreams energy is very much that Neptune. Neptune is ruled by the 12th house, Pisces. It's very much about things you can't tangibly hold. That is very much what you're working with in the next year or so. And you are going to attract abundance as well, but I'm just focusing on one section of the reading first. I'm hearing I want to attract abundance, but you are attracting abundance. It's just about patience, guys. It's really important about patience. And we also have grace. So a lot of you guys are people who just kind of worry about things a lot. It's like, I feel like your energy is quite it is quite Gemini actually. It feels very much like you overthink a lot. Sorry guys, I ran out of storage. So basically you guys are really working on connecting to your higher self, really getting really clear on what it is that you need and what is it that you want to connect to. So basically a lot of you guys are connected to the higher part of you, and it's really, really helping you in your life because you're able to really kind of get curious about yourself. And for a lot of you guys who are single, this is a really good time for you to actually do that as well. And of course those of you in relationships as well. But I'm just hearing a lot of you guys are feeling quite lost being single, and this is something that's really working for me as well, is to really focus on and get curious about myself. Like, how do I interact with this? How does this make me feel? And really try to have a practice for yourself that's really going to help you to be in the zone, because we're constantly bombarded by like Wi-Fi and pollution and all that crap that just is not natural. And of course we're going to sometimes feel overwhelmed because we're in boxes, you know, we're not naturally on the earth a lot of the time, we're not naturally in the dirt and things like that. So something that's really good for you, self-care and healthcare I'm picking up. So when I say healthcare, I mean holistic ways. So kind of using more crystals, or singing and listening to music you really love, just doing things that are just authentically right for you. Filling up your own cup essentially is really, really good. This is all about your tranquil side. It's all about getting tranquil and feeling really good. And I am picking up a big sense of calmness and tranquility in the next year. And you're going to have a lot of abundance. You're going to dream a lot about your future as well. So if you dream about a future partner, if you dream about a house, if you dream, really, really look at your dreams. Try to remember your dreams as much as you can. If not, write them down, because I really feel there's a sense of like, remembering a lot of your past lives as well. Some of you guys might have been royal in your past life as well. I'm picking up on this royal fern, which is the plant. There's a sense of like reaping your rewards as well. A lot of you guys have just felt in a loop. I'm picking up on the infinity sign, but it just feels like you're going literally around in circles. But instead of a circle, it's turning into an infinity sign. So basically everything you're doing is not to a waste. So basically, say if you keep working at something, say like a job that you really want to do, or you're working at like a project and it's just not getting anywhere, it's literally remembering that it is getting somewhere. I'm just picking up on this constant effort, and you're like, will I ever like attain what I want? Yes, you will definitely attain what you want. It's just taking a little bit longer than what you expected. But within this year, I definitely feel like you're going to start seeing results, and you're going to start to feel really, really good. It feels like success. I'm just picking up on a massive sense of success for you. Okay, so let's have a look at more of your oracle cards, and then we're going to have a look into your tarot. So let's see what oracle cards want to come up for today. Okay, we have the Sage, which is lovely. So I feel a massive sense of renewal for you. You guys are really maturing, like drastically. And I'm talking to any age. I'm not talking about like maturities in age. I'm just picking up like you're really seeing yourself clearly. And we're always learning. Like no matter how old or young we are, we're always learning. That's the whole point in being a human, unfortunately sometimes. But basically, yeah, you're definitely gaining a higher perspective. There's a massive sense of like 5D energy here. And then we have the Revolutionary as well. You're really standing up for yourself. You're really putting yourself first, which is so good. I'm so proud of you. Some of you guys have ancestors in spirit as well who are really rooting for you and are really there for you as well. So if you're ever feeling alone, you can always talk to them. Sorry guys if I just touch the microphone. So we have Take Risk and the Magi. A lot of you guys are going to come out your comfort zones, and it's going to feel really natural because you've done a lot of healing on yourself. You've done a lot of change. There's been a lot of change for you, and you've definitely transmuted a lot of your old energy, and you're meant to have done that as well, because with this Take Risk, it's like even though like it's like this little mountain goat, like mountain goats are never scared. Like you see them, they're literally like, I saw this video on a mountain goat, and it literally all it needed was salt, and it literally climbed like a mile or two up this friggin' like steep hill just to get some salt. Like that's literally you. Like you know what you want, you're gonna fucking get it. Okay, I know you've been feeling really sad about getting what you want, but it is coming, and maybe you're just feeling like things are a bit frozen at the moment. Things are in status, and that's okay. Sometimes things need to be in status for a while so you can figure stuff out, or the universe is like, nope, it's not right, it's not the right timing yet, it's just divine timing. Okay, so if anything feels far away, this is just confirmation that it is coming towards you. And oh my god, confirmation it's coming towards you. Yes, oh, I love that confirmation. The answer is yes. I love it when the cards just like say exactly what I'm feeling. And then we have Fire, gorgeous. So combative, feisty, excitable. Did I just say about that fiery energy? That's really cool. So, okay, so Frozen. Someone or something in this situation has gone cold. Some things are meant to remain in a state of winter. Others can thaw out and be brought back to life again. Challenge, bleak, and dormant. So a lot of you guys have just felt like everything is so freaking slow. When will this happen? And for a lot of you guys, we have Sage as well. I didn't actually know this was a card in the deck. That's so funny. So we have the Sage and we have Sage. So this says, sage your home and personal space regularly to expel any negative energies and to promote mental clarity. Cleanse, purify, clear. That's going to really help you shift your energy as well, especially if you're living with a lot of people who you definitely don't get along with. It is really going to help you to shift your energy. These two are really important. This is like a brand new you. I feel like as I'm putting my nails over it, it looks like a portal or something. That's so cool. So for a lot of you guys, you're really transmuting your energy. Like things are really shifting for you, and I cannot like confirm this anymore. Like you're going to see a lot of numbers, you're going to see a lot of synchronicities, and I am picking up for a lot of you guys, amethyst is a really good crystal for you to help you connect to your inner guidance and inner compass. And to your guides as well. A lot of you guys have very strong guides. You've been connecting to them recently. They could be intergalactic aliens, they could be your spirit guides, that sort of thing. And then we have Take Risk. Go for it, okay? Your confirmation is yes. If you want to go for something, go for it. And also if you're waiting for something, this is your confirmation that most likely it will come towards you. But it is in divine timing. So if it's not within this year, it will come, okay guys? A lot of you guys are just feeling like, will this ever actually happen? Like, and this is for anything. I just feel this is a very general reading. So okay, lovely. So Queen of Swords, really standing in your power, which is great. A lot of you guys are going to manifest a Aquarius, Libra or Gemini friend who really resonates with you and makes you feel really, really good. This person is, okay, they could be in love with you as well. That's so random, but I literally feel like they could be in love with you. A lot of you guys, this could be a soulmate. This could be also somebody who, I just feel like there's two different energies. I'm picking up on a friendship, but I'm also picking up on a love relationship that comes towards you because you are in a space of openness, because a lot of you guys have worked on your self-worth and are filling up your own cup, and therefore you're giving yourself much more opportunity to grow, and therefore love is coming towards you. So for those of you who want a relationship, I am picking up on that too. So I'm hearing no more restrictions. A lot of you guys are learning to open your throat chakra and lessen any restrictions around that. There's a sense of like therapy or counselling that you're doing as well that's really shifting your energy, which is great. And I definitely feel like there's somebody on the way who is really going to resonate with you as a partner. And this person is possibly very, very grounded, but also could have a little bit of air in their chart too. They are somebody who, if they're a man, they could have a man bun, or if they're a girl, they just wear their hair in a bun a lot. But I definitely feel like this person's really edgy, and what I'm picking up on is I just felt like a massive heartfelt masculine coming towards you. So if you're not somebody who resonates with masculines, you're that masculine. But if you are resonating, you want a masculine coming towards you, like in relationships, this person, wow, really, really hippie, really, really gentle, open-hearted, very good with communication. I'm hearing, I want to get to know you, I want to get to know you. Yes, okay, that just confirms it so much more. A lot of you guys are entering a massive new space, and for a lot of you guys, you're going to improving a lot of your relationships. I'm hearing a lot of your relationships have really been suffering the last few years, especially, you know, family, friendships, all that stuff. It's just been feeling so alone, and this is preparing you for this. Look how their hearts are just connecting. Oh, I love that. So beautiful. Now the King of Pentacles. So some of you guys, I definitely feel like you could be excuse me, bringing in a Taurus or a Gemini. It feels very airy and earthy. My heart just did a really big thing, and my chest is definitely going for it. A lot of you guys are really, really opening your heart chakra, and you're really feeling it. Like your body is feeling it. So if any of you guys are feeling like you need a rest, definitely give yourself a break, because there's definitely a sense of like your energy is really, really changing. A lot of you guys, you're going to get a lot of success. You're going to see success before you meet your person. It's going to be a sense of like, I'm hearing uproar, but it's like a positive one, like a wave of positive energy, like a wave of kind of like money coming in, or you're going to have loads of friends suddenly come in, and then basically all the things that have restricted you are going to bring you where you need to be. I'm just picking up, I know those people weren't good for you, but they were meant to be in your life, and they're meant to basically help you to release anything that no longer serves you. Like, I'm picking up on this massive sense of like trash and releasing it, like throwing it away. And I'm picking up on this like image of like this deserted land, really old, really like loads of like kind of skeletons and things like that. And I'm picking up that there's suddenly going to be this like renewal. So you know in films where there's like, you know, those depressing films where there's like nothing growing, and then suddenly there's a magical thing, and so everything's sudden, and oh my god, somehow everything starts growing, and it's like, wow, it's really lush, it's really beautiful. The life suddenly comes back into the world, kind of like with Narnia. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, or Narnia. Basically it's like really, really snowy, and we have that Thor and Frozen card, I'm pretty sure you guys had, of this kind of like thawing out. Basically you're going from like this icy energy of like kind of vibing with people who just like bringing in people who are very unemotional, and then basically things are going to suddenly shift, and it feels like your heart chakra is opened and you start to clear, and it's almost like going from like that Dorothy as well. I'm getting like films really clearly where it's like Dorothy going from like the black and white to the colour, or Narnia where it's like going from the winter to the summer, and it just feels really good. It feels like, wow, things are really shifting, and I'm really, really happy. So get excited guys, because it feels really freaking good. Okay, so we have the moon, which is lovely. So that's great. So really connecting with your subconscious. Keep doing that guys. I know it's hard, yeah. Subconscious of the secrets, 12th house, yeah, perfect. A lot of you guys, I'm picking up on another film, picking up on Harry Potter. The Chamber of Secrets, I'm pretty sure. It's where they have the key, and they're trying to, all these keys are like flying in the air, and you're trying to grab them. That's kind of what it feels like at the moment. Just set yourself down. Don't worry about actually trying to grab anything. If anything feels like you're forcing it, just let it go, okay? Do not try to control it. Just let it be as it is, and let it kind of sort itself out, all right? That's probably one of the most important like lessons here in this reading, or like messages, is that like really don't try to force stuff, because it's just just gonna be met with more resistance. Okay, we have Mars, and then we also have the 9th house of Sagittarius. Let's get one more. I feel like a lot of you guys are meeting more fire signs, and basically this is a massive sign of you coming into your power. I want to get one more actually. New moon, massive new beginnings for you guys, and Aquarius. A lot of you guys are learning to become much more independent, and when I say independent, I don't mean like ignoring your emotions. I mean actually really, really embracing your emotions and letting them come through, letting them come out. And then we also have Terror of Earth, really just shining. Things are starting to feel much more earthy. This feels really good. Like I'm getting a massive sense of home, family, engagement, marriage. Oh, it just feels so it's like a really sexy energy. It just feels so perfect, like everything is so aligned. This feels great. This feels like I'm getting this family, and they're like living in nature, and they're living off the land, and they have chickens, and they have a family, they have kids running around, there's like a dog running around, stuff like that. So whatever your life is that you really, really want, or your sort of perfect situation, that's actually what I'm feeling for some of you guys. Like a lot of you guys, if you meet someone, your life is just going to drastically change really suddenly. That is especially for those of you who've waited a really long time for your partner, or those of you who are in a relationship right now, you can expect some really good stuff. And especially if you're really, really happy in your relationship, I'm picking up those of you who've been in a relationship and you're just really, really happy. That's for those of you. I'm not picking up on like dating stages. I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, those of you who are really happy in your relationship right now, feels really, really good. Just picking up on this authentic, like, I'm hearing my man knows me. And of course, not everyone is going to have a man, but I'm hearing my man knows me. So we have February and September, so those are going to be significant months, and underneath we have June. So I definitely feel like I said, this thawing out. So it's really interesting how we have like winter and we have autumn. So it's this energy of like, really things like just thawing out and changing and shifting through the seasons, because these are kind of like the months that are kind of in between. So that's kind of what's happening. A lot of you guys have just felt very in between in like the threshold right now. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Apologies if I couldn't get my words out. I'm really struggling to get my words out at the moment, but hopefully you understood what I was saying and it all made sense. Thank you so much for being here. All my rates are down below if you want a private reading. Please message me before purchasing, as my rates can change. Crystal shops down below as well if you're interested. I sell these rings on there. And thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely day and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. You guys chose a beautiful clear quartz. That's one of the crystals that I'm wearing on my hand today. I have clear quartz on this side and I have black tourmaline on this side. These are available on my shop as well. Link is down below. So let's get started with the reading. We're going to start off with the oracle cards first, and then we're going to go in with the tarot. Okay, so let's have a look at your crystal cards first. Okay, so we have rose quartz, open your heart, and we also have clear quartz, get crystal clear. This is perfect because you actually have clear quartz with clear quartz. That is very synchronistic. I do not know, like, when these cards come out, I do not deliberately choose them, so that's amazing. So basically, massive message around your heart chakra, massive message around relationships. You guys are getting very, very clear on your boundaries. You're getting very, very clear on what it is you need and what is it you want out of relationships. And I'm talking every type of connection. Like, I feel like some people think like relationship is just romantic. Your relationship is with yourself, it's with your food, it's with people. Like, it's literally all about your Venus sign. Like, how do you relate to people? How are you in that connection? Like, your Venus sign really dictates what your values are and what you value in your life. And for you guys, I feel like you're really learning to be in your own lane. You're really learning to focus on yourself, especially if you're single. You really learn to just be yourself, and this is really lovely. I love the pink and the clear. It feels really kind of like gentle and nurturing. I feel like a lot of you guys are opening your heart chakra. You are getting really clear on who you want to be, how you want to, what you need in relationships, and basically not putting up with any shit, which is great. Good for you, girl. You fucking go for it. And then the clear quartz is really, really lovely. This is about you guys kind of settling into your energy. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, they've made that really clear to me. Okay, so basically what I saw was I just felt this massive like, it's kind of like, you know, when you turn like a fan off or a hairdryer and you just feel this sudden sense of like, wow, that was really loud, because you don't realize because you've had it on for a while. It's suddenly like your energy feels really like clear. Basically, it's because of your adrenaline and your anxiety that you've had for quite a long time. You might be doing something that's really regulating your nervous system. And one thing that has really like stood out to me the last like couple of days is tapping, EFT, which is really, really good. And also something that can really help you regulate your nervous system. If you ever feel anxious, if you cup your hands and you put them over your eyes, do this for about 10 to 15 seconds. You'll maybe notice that you suddenly take a deep breath in and out. That's just your nervous system calming down. That's actually a really good thing to do. Also, get out in nature, guys. I feel like your space needs to be bigger. Your aura's really like getting squished, especially because a lot of you guys are feeling very cramped in your home. Really getting out in nature is going to really, really help you attract a lot of abundance, because basically you're allowing your aura to spread and your intuition can then kind of just be like, wee, and just all the messages are just going to fly. Okay, so basically a lot of you guys are going to manifest a relationship. This is just so clear to me. I just heard relationship. Those of you who are obviously in a relationship, that's obviously not going to resonate with you. Just take it as it resonates, as I'm saying it. For those of you who are already in relationships, I'm just picking up your kind of figuring out how to kind of give your heart to this person in a way that feels safe for you. And even in those of you who've been in relationships for years and years and years, we're all still learning because we're constantly changing. So it's basically you and your partner are still kind of like figuring something out. I'm just picking up a lot of you guys have an anniversary soon, and some of you guys are going on a trip. I'm picking up you need to be in a trip in nature. That's going to really help you guys, single or in a relationship. These are really lovely. I just love the energy of like getting crystal clear. The clearness is really lovely. Like I'm just picking up on this massive sense of like fresh air. I'm picking up just breathing in fresh air. You're just feeling really fresh, and this is going to come through conscious living. So this is you like turning your Wi-Fi off probably at night, possibly at night, taking your phone away out of your room, eating well, sleeping a lot, drinking a lot of water. And you guys, some of you guys are like, oh no, I've been caught out. I'm seeing you guys like ticking off a list, and that's going to really help you to focus on yourself, especially if you guys are very much an empath or a sensitive. It can be really hard to regulate your nervous system, especially if you're very, very, very empathic, because we're constantly like a radar, like trying to pick up on energies, and it's not for a fault of our own. Basically, that's just what an empath does. And it's a beautiful thing as well, because we're amazing healers, but you know, it can be really annoying sometimes. So what's really important is to fill up your own cup. Okay, so generosity. I'm going to use the Enchanted Blossoms card deck. A lot of you guys asked me about this one, so that's one we're using today. We have Generosity, Honeysuckle, White Admiral. So Honeysuckle is the plant, I'm pretty sure it's the plant, and then White Admiral is the butterfly here. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. Oh yes. So I feel like, okay, I'm just going to be very blunt and just picking up on this like climactic orgasmic energy. Sorry those of you who are under 18, but I just needed to come out. It just feels like this sense of like something is going to massively shift. I'm picking up on a zip, like something is unzipping. It's like, you know, when you like you know, my gals out there, you know, those of you who wear bras, take off your bra at the end of the day, that is that feeling. But it feels like you've taken it off forever. It's like, freedom, I know exactly what I'm doing now, it feels great. So this may take a little bit of time to come through. It might not be like literally with like the start of the year that you're watching this. I do feel like it may take a few months, possibly like 3 to 4 months, but oh my god, I just feel this massive weight coming off of you. You're going to start your new cycle, and basically you've been through so much crap, you guys. You've been through so many transformations. Those of you, my Scorpio gals, I'm talking especially to you guys, because I'm really picking up a massive Scorpio energy. Or those of you who have very strong Scorpio, so Mars or rising or moon or Saturn or something like that. I'm just picking up, it's been so enduring, like everything's been so uncomfortable, and you just feeling like, oh, just get me out of it. It's kind of like, you know, when you're really hot and you're trying to take your jumper off and you just feel really agitated, and then you finally take it off, it's like, freedom. That's that energy. A lot of you guys might be Libras as well, because I'm getting a lot of like clothing analogy. So we also have patience underneath the deck. A lot of you guys, this has been coming up for pretty much every single group. So there's definitely a sense of patience. A lot of us are feeling very impatient, and it's really telling us, basically confirming like everything's going to happen. A lot of you guys are going to get a puppy as well, specifically like a cockapoo or a small dog. It might be like a Chihuahua or a pit bull, or is pit bulls small? I don't know, but when they're puppies they are, I don't really know. Or a pug or something like that. It just feels like this, I'm hearing new family member. So a lot of you guys are definitely going to meet someone new, and it's because you have really given yourself the time of day to really fill up your own cup. This is important. A lot of you guys are giving generosity to yourself, so you're really being conscious of how you're thinking about yourself and talking to yourself. The beginning's so powerful. A lot of you guys are just feeling so amazing, so amazed and amazing, and I'm just picking up on this sense of like feeling really low and then feeling really amazing. It's kind of like I'm seeing like people having like a makeover, and just suddenly like your life just suddenly turns around. It feels really, really good. And for a lot of you, you've kind of thought like, oh my god, like when is this ever going to change? It is changing, and I'm picking up on a snake as your omen. I'm picking up on like this tail here being like a snake. So you might even see a snake, so just be careful guys, especially if you're in like America and places that are really hot. We don't really get them here in the UK, but just be very careful, because I don't feel that you're going to get hurt or anything, but you might just be like, oh, that's weird. Yeah, so that might be that as well. So that's going to be an omen for you really, really strongly. It will come in like a picture or something as well, or in your dreams. It's going to be a really, really, really big omen. Like this is like, girl, you've gone through it and you're getting through it and you are out the other side. It feels fucking beautiful. I'm picking up on like the basilisk from Harry Potter as well. You guys are getting so many film analogies. It's so strange. Okay, but I love it. I love a bit of film analogies in my readings. I'm hearing life isn't a fantasy. Like a lot of people have told you, like just get your head out of the clouds, all that crap that people say. Like those people, they need to get out because they're miserable. Like imagination is the most amazing thing, and imagination comes from so many things. Like everything you have in your house, someone invented that from their imagination. So you guys like really try to observe your thoughts, because you've got a lot of wisdom, and a lot of you guys are really connected to your ancestors. So many of you guys who've chosen this group, massive ancestral healing. Like I just want to clap for you guys, because I just feel like Yay. A lot of you guys have done a lot of ancestral healing. Like all your guys are like clapping right now. I'm really glad you chose this group. So a lot of you guys needed to hear this. A lot of you guys have been doing a lot of deep healing and it's been very, very uncomfortable. And they're just saying, well done, like, go girl. Then we have the paradox, feeling pulled in like two different directions. That's because basically you're coming out of your old skin, you're shedding your old skin like the snake. And then we have get curious. Exactly, get curious about your body. And I don't know if I mentioned it in this reading, but basically like get curious about like your health and your mental health, really seeing how you are in relationships to yourself, to others, how you're interacting, how is your body feeling around certain people, how is your body feeling around certain foods. This is powerful. Like a lot of you guys have felt so trapped. And it's literally just about divine timing for you guys to get out of that, really. It is also about hearing just conscious living. Okay, so let's get you some more oracle cards. Let's see what else is coming towards you guys. Some of you guys might be buying a sand dial as well, like with sand in it or like beads or something. Lovely. So a lot of you guys are having a lot of coffee chats. This is something that might be really important to you. I'm hearing especially if you have Cancer or Libra in your chart, because those of you who have Cancer or Libra love coffee, me included, and like little like cute chats and things. So you're gonna have a lot of girly chats, a lot of like same-sex chats. So whatever gender you were assigned at birth, that is the person that you're going to be really drawn to. So possibly some new friends coming towards you. There's definitely a sense of like you've been really doing you for a long time. I really feel like I had this combination in other readings. So that's interesting. So if you got these cards in another reading, like definitely let me know, because I'm really picking up on that. Because I feel like we had this woman and then we had the coffee in that one as well. So that's really synchronistic. So a lot of you guys have been doing you, and you've been really dealing with a lot of blockages and obstructions, and everything has just been feeling really complicated. And basically, if you are feeling really lonely right now or feeling very alone, you're not going to be like that forever. Basically, you're meant to be in that space so you can heal yourself and so you can do things that really make you feel good and make you feel really, really comfortable and finding yourself more without the distraction of worrying about what everyone else is doing. Definitely going to get a message from somebody. Most likely it's going to be the start of a relationship. Could be online that you meet them, not online dating, guys. Okay, I'm not feeling that. It feels more like through social media. And I feel like you guys have, those of you who are very present on a certain site, that might be where you meet your person if you are single. I feel like a lot of you guys are definitely dating. You're going to be dating very soon. There's a sense of like finding yourself. And also, I feel like you're going to have like a few months of the year that you're not going to be dating, you're going to be doing you, and you're going to really be seeing things very clearly. You're going to get a lot of like synchronicities and kind of epiphanies, synchronicities and epiphanies, and there's going to be a lot of me time, a lot of like self-care, a lot of comfort is going to come towards you, because basically you're feeling much more yourself, you're much more able to be yourself, and a lot of people are going to start listening to you more because you're manifesting people who are really on your wavelength, and it's picking up like one of this is you and one of this is them, and you're really like listening to each other. The number 3, 38, 40, 34 and 53, very significant, especially the number 3. Number 3 could be your life path, or you could be really connected to the number 3 in this lifetime. But a lot of you guys really try to observe your thoughts, because there's a lot of wisdom that you have that you really kind of take advantage for, especially, or take for granted, especially you have a lot of water in your chart. A lot of you guys are just naturally very intuitive, but really try to listen to yourself more, because your intuition knows. Oh, look at that. That's one card out of like, I don't know, 75 cards or something. Like, wow, that is amazing. That's crazy, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna not even pull any more cards. That's just like amazing. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. We have the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys have felt like you're not really earning a lot of money right now. That's going to shift as well. Taking its time. It's not going to shift suddenly, but it is going to come towards you. Lovely. This person that you're manifesting, friend or relationship, they can witness and they see you. I'm hearing I see you as you are, and they're not projecting or anything onto you. Like, they're just being completely themselves, and you're being yourself. And because you've been in hermit mode, or you've been alone for quite a while, you haven't manifested the right people. It's meant to be, because you're honing in, and you're basically brewing. Your energy's brewing and birthing. You know, when a caterpillar goes into its cocoon, that's what you've been doing for like, I don't know, like 3 to 5 years for a lot of you guys, or even 10 years. A lot of you guys, when you've been single, that's you cocooning. Not, of course, doesn't have to be, but for a lot of you guys, because you've been by yourself, or you've just been really kind of vibing by yourself and doing your own thing, it's been quite hard for a lot of you guys, but it's really been asking you to be yourself. Okay, So, Knight of Wands, you're going to meet somebody very passionate, possibly a relationship or friendship who really helps you in your career. They know I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, this person is an expert at something. Could be a client of yours, you could be their client. That sort of thing. That could be how you meet, or both of you have like similar interests, and basically that's how you meet each other. You could even meet on like a sacred site as well, and you both like are really interested in that sort of thing. Okay, so let's get you some astrology. Let's see what else wants to come through. Virgo, lovely. So there's a sense of like renewal, a sense of letting go of that perfectionism, and there's a sense of like everything is starting to renew itself. Things are starting to build themselves up again, and you're definitely improving on your health and starting to come more balanced within yourself. We have Taurus, lovely. So a lot of earth energy, which is great. Taurus is always a really good sign because it's a fixed sign, and for me it always represents the number 4. And we have it actually in here, it represents the number 2, which is even better because that's about relationships. A lot of you guys healing your home, healing your sense of self-worth, really feeling much more confident within yourself, and you're releasing a lot of trauma that was put on you at birth, or came actually in with you when you were born. And basically, especially those who are very sensitive, you take on a lot of things that aren't yours, and basically you're really letting that go. Things are being revealed within your home that may not be very pretty. Maybe there's a lot of conflict or things like that, but it's really being up for renewal, and basically you're releasing a lot of this kind of need to shove stuff under the rug. A lot of like ancestral healing, because we've really been damned to like not speak our truth, especially in society as humans. Basically it's like push it down, shove it under the rug, take drugs to like mute it and things like that. Not saying drugs are a bad thing, they can be very, very good as well. But when you kind of like, we look at like the physical stuff instead of actually what's underneath it, because a lot of physical problems can be tied to emotional problems, you know, and we don't always know because we're not taught to deal with it. And that's the thing that really irritates me. I'm not going to go into a rant. I will, but I won't go into it tonight. But basically in this video as well, like I will rant. But basically the Mars energy is all about really getting stuff done and being confident enough to just do things for yourself, like not worry about what other people think. And you're just getting a lot of stuff done and picking up that you're going to get a lot of success. There's a lot of love coming towards you, friendships. There's a lot of more fun and less seriousness. A lot of you guys have had a lot of serious people, or people who haven't taken you seriously but have been very serious people, and it's been very confusing for you. And that's kind of something you're releasing. Okay, let's get you a couple of cards. I'm picking up on Spain for some of you guys, a really strong connection to Spain. Okay, so February could be a month, possibly a birthday in that month as well. Some of you guys might have an Aquarius birthday in that, or Pisces. We then have, I think Aquarius is in February, forgive me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, so January, July and May. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Private reading rates are down below. Please message me before purchasing a reading. Have a lovely day. Crystal Shop is also down below where I sell these rings. Have a lovely day and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Let's get started with your reading. So we actually have the crystal that matches my crystal ring, and these rings are available on my shop as well if you are interested. So you guys chose the black tourmaline, one of my absolute favorite crystals, especially at the moment. It's really good for grounding you. It's really good at helping you to feel much more comfortable in your own skin. Really good at releasing a lot of EMF waves, Wi-Fi waves, pollution, things like that. It's really good at just clearing your aura. So this is really, really good. So highly, highly recommend. That is available on my shop as well if you guys are interested. Okay, so let's get started with your reading. Why is this not sitting? There we go. Okay, let's get started with your reading. So we're going to start off with the crystal cards, and then we're going to have a look into your oracle and tarot. All right, so let's get started with your crystal cards. So you guys have bloodstone, get up, get moving, and then we have apophyllite, stay positive. So this is really, really interesting because tourmaline is really, really good at detoxifying, and so is bloodstone. Bloodstone is known for detoxifying. It's known for clearing your heart, your root, and your sacral. Like, it's really good at clearing a lot of that deep, thick energy that gets stuck when you just feel really uncomfortable, really pissed off, and just really annoyed. And also, just a reminder, all those feelings are completely and utterly valid, okay? All your feelings are completely valid. Whatever you're feeling, never let anyone tell you how you should feel, or, you know, or not to feel. I'm hearing to be or not to be. Oh my god. Okay, so we have bloodstone, get up, get moving, and apophyllite, and also that Shakespearean energy. Actually, they're really showing me a lot of you guys possibly had a past life in Shakespearean times. I'm not sure when exactly that is, but I'm not a historian. But if you guys vibe with that, and also I'm picking up on like Egyptian times, and like, yeah, a lot of like old times, especially about Atlantis as well. Those of you who are starseeds, especially Pisces, Aquarius or Sagittarius in your chart, those of you might be really vibrating with like the pyramids and things like that. So that could be something that you're really exploring in the next year. You could also be exploring Akashic records, shamanic work, really deep stuff like past lives, shadow work, stuff like that. It feels really good. I'm hearing really just go for it, just go for it. Also, I love the fact that we have these two crystals, because this reading is kind of this reading today is really based on like yin yang energy. I'm using a lot of white and black, and these two are really good crystals for that as well, like the masculine and the feminine, like the lower base chakras and then the higher like crown and third eye chakras. So basically it's getting you clear on your oh my god, I can't get my words out, every single side of your body. So your physical, your spiritual, your mental and your psychic body. Is getting you clear on where do I stand in this world. And a lot of you guys are really struggling to figure out your life purpose. You've been feeling really stuck, and I'm hearing ask the universe for help. A lot of you guys, if you're feeling really stuck, just say, universe, I need some help with my money, please bring in some more money for me. Please help me figure out what I want to do today or in my life right now. Please figure out, please help me to get my mind more clear out. You know, just really ask the universe, be very specific, because I feel like for you guys also clear quartz and apophyllite are actually really good crystals for you. I have like a little clear quartz here, and my eyes keep going to it, so when my eyes go to something I normally have to like show it, and I do feel better after I've done that. Like my angels and guides are like, look at the clear quartz. So yeah, which is interesting because we have those two crystals today on my rings. So get up, get moving and stay positive. This is going to really help you to stay positive. And if you guys are watching this in the month that I actually uploaded, or in August, I actually did like a really big thing for myself, and I did like this kind of dancing clearing situation where basically I did this dance challenge. And you can do this at any time, because this is a timeless reading as well. You can do this any time. Basically I did from day 1 to day 31. I did like a dance every single day. I'm still doing it at the moment, but of course this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're finding this video, that's the time that you should be watching it. And basically it's been feeling really good. It's like a really good way to change my energy, to shift it. And especially if you guys are just very fixated, or you're fixed sign, it can be really effing hard to change your energy, because you just get stuck and it's really confusing sometimes. So it's really important to move your body, and it's really underestimated like how amazing it is to move your body. Like, we're not encouraged to like do things that are natural for ourselves, because moving our body can be so simple, but it's actually freaking amazing because it really shifts your energy. And also, if you guys, a lot of you guys have been feeling really down, they're just showing you to stay positive. It's going to be okay. And when I say stay positive, it doesn't mean shoving all your negative emotions under the rug. It just means to acknowledge every single emotion that comes up as sacred, and to work with it, and to ask it like, how are you feeling today? Are you feeling okay? And like asking your inner child any questions. And also something that's a really good thing, if you're feeling really sad, imagine your inner child running towards you and giving you a hug. That's also a really good one. And sometimes that can make you quite emotional. As I'm saying, I do feel a bit emotional. It just feels like a lot of you guys need a big clearing, and I do feel like that's coming towards you. Some of you guys have been feeling a little bit depressed or sad, and that's going to really shift for you as well, for you guys. And this is just a massive like yes confirmation that things are shifting for you. Oh my god. Oh, I love this so much. I'm really happy. Okay, so you guys, this is the Enchanted Blossoms deck. A lot of you guys have been asking what deck this is. This is the Enchanted Blossoms. So any of you guys are interested, that's what this one is. Love. I mean, you can't even say it any more clearer. So love, if you give love to anything, it blossoms. So if you love anything unconditionally, it blossoms. So like any relationship, any plant, any your body, like that, if you give it love, it expands, it grows. Because where you put your love, it expands it, it grows it makes it feel much more comfortable. So where can you love yourself more? Oops, I just dropped my card. Where can you love yourself more? Where can you give yourself, more love? Okay, so we have affection. I mean, I'm hearing giving yourself more affection. So I'm talking about like physically, like could be sexually as well. Giving yourself like the time of day to just focus on you, and like what are you giving to yourself right now? How are you giving yourself this beautiful energy of love and affection? And as I'm saying that, I'm getting really hot. So I'm just going to use this card to fan myself. I'm really hot. Okay, so we have affection, love and magnificence. Oh, I love this. Okay, so some of you guys are manifesting love in all forms. So it could be relationships, could be friendships, and more love for your body. You might be really focused on your body right now. Could be losing weight, gaining weight, whatever you need to do. I'm picking up on this sense of like really just filling up your cup in so many different ways, and it's going to take a bit of time to get past that like hump in the road, but once you get over it, it's going to be amazing. Then we have beginnings. Ooh, girl, this is a really good group. I love this group. So the beginnings is always like one of my favorite cards in this deck. So the daffodil, such a positive flower. Some of these flowers are very, very significant. So we have rose, lilac, bird of paradise, and we have daffodil. Like these are all very, very like well known or just like extravagant flowers. And basically we have the flower of the rose, which is so loving. We have bird of paradise, which is tropical and gorgeous and lush, and then we have the lilac, which is very, very empathic. It's very gentle, very much like lavender. A lot of people like lavender. So for a lot of you guys, I'm picking up on the flowers as well, because I'm being drawn to like herbology and using things to using flowers to release any inflammation in your body. So a sense of inflammation you might have going on, so you're going to be releasing that as well. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be attracting a lot of relationships that are going to help you to expand your aura. So basically they're going to be very I'm hearing feeding your mind, feeding your energy. So you're going to be manifesting a lot of people who are very much on your wavelength. They're going to give you the time of day. They're going to be very affectionate. And I also feel as if you're going to create a lot more connections that are authentic in your life, that just feel friggin' beautiful. They're just like expanding and amazing and lovely. It just feels so good. So a lot of you guys who are wanting more affection in your life, give it to yourself. Like maybe like rub your arms, or like when you're like applying moisturizer, just like slowly rub your arms, or like when you're putting shampoo in your hair, like really like something that's really, really nice that I really like is to press your fingers into your head and just pull your hands back. So it's almost like you're giving yourself a head massage. It's amazing, so good. Never underestimate the power of touch. A lot of you guys could be doing a masseuse or massage therapy, or what was the other thing? Just something like some sort of therapy. You might be being a therapist. Okay, so let's get you some more oracle cards. Let's see what else is coming towards you. Okay, so we have the Threads of Fate Oracle, if any of you guys are interested. Oh yes, I love the blue cards. They just give me like a sense of like, yeah bitch, like really releasing stuff. I love that. Gorgeous. So a lot of you guys are really owning your body, and that's super, super important, especially at the moment, because there's a lot of manipulation around the body and health, and you know what I'm talking about, girl. Okay, I'm not going to go into it, but I will rant, and I could rant, but I'm not going to. Okay, so we have Release, the Sovereign, and the Creator. Basically, you guys are you're in charge of your own life. You're in charge of your own body. Never let someone abuse or use your body for their own mind games. Use it for yourself. It's for you to, for your body to do whatever you want to do with it, and it's your freaking choice, okay? And I'm talking about worldwide. I'm talking about all the manipulation, but I'm talking about people in your circle that are manipulating possibly as well. And some people, especially we've grown up in a society that's very, very manipulative, which creates more manipulative people. So sometimes we draw in people that are very manipulative because that's just a society that creates it. So basically, the more you release any old trauma that's from your energy, you're not going to attract those people anymore, and you're going to create this life for yourself that just feels so lovely. Underneath, gorgeous. Oh, you guys are definitely working on boundaries. So the bluer cards are more about kind of the emotional body. So boundaries is very much to do with how you are allowing yourself to be seen, how you are kind of letting people cross your boundaries. If someone kind of says something to you, you really learn to say something and no longer like shoving. Wow. Sorry, my throat shark just did a thing. Speaking your truth, basically. Speaking your truth from your heart. And it's almost like a crippling fear is what you guys are working with right now, and I know that feels really uncomfortable, and I can feel it in your chest, I can feel it in my chest, I can feel it in the chest, and basically you guys are really releasing a lot of heart chakra energy that's really been pulling you down, okay, which is great. Oh my god, yes! I haven't got this card yet. This is the first time I've seen this card. Chakras. Listen to your body, yes, and to unlock free-flowing positivity and spiritual power within you. Alignment, energy, and awareness, number 15. Lovely. So within the year, you guys are going to possibly work with chakras. I do sell a chakra kit on my website if you're interested. My throat right now is absolutely killing me. So you guys are definitely working on your throat chakra, and labradorite may help with that. A lot of you guys are really being pushed to be channelers in any different ways. So it could be a therapist, could be a counsellor, could even be a public speaker, could even be on social media, you use your throat chakra. So in any different way, really try to use your ideas and actually let people see them and hear them, because a lot of you guys have a lot of ideas within you. I'm hearing you guys have a book in you. So if you guys really want to start a book, go for it, okay? Oh yes, some of you guys are gonna get married. Some of you guys are gonna get engaged. Oh my God, whenever there's love, I'm like all over it. And then we have hydrate. Give yourself the nourishment your body needs. Unconditional love starts with you. Only then can it be copiously extended to others around you. Or copiously, I think I said that right. Jasmine tea, that kind of reminds me of. And cherry blossom, I love cherry blossom trees, they're my favourite. Kind of reminds me of that Japanese culture. I love that, so beautiful. Health, recover and nurture. So a lot of you guys could be dealing with like a massive recovery of health. It could be from what's going on around the world right now, or it could just be that you guys have suffered so much emotionally. It's really reflected in your body, and a lot of you guys are having a spiritual awakening through that, or a lot of you guys have already gone through your spiritual awakening, really working on your chakras. And I'm also picking up, of course you do not have to get it from me, guys. When I recommend something, I'm not like trying to promote myself, but you know, if you want to, of course, to support me, I really appreciate it. But I see you having like a crystal on each of your chakra, and it's basically like just really aligning you. It's kind of like free therapy. That's basically what it is, and that's why I like doing it for myself. That's why I sell it. Sell those kits, because they're amazing. Like, they really help you to just ground yourself and just kind of feel very like whole and complete in your body and concrete. That's kind of what you're needing right now. So within the year, there might be somebody, love, who's really, really interested in you, someone who's very faithful, somebody who is there for life. I'm picking up, and the number 8 is all about that infinity, like there for life. I'm picking up on engagement, I'm picking up on weddings, I'm picking up on this energy of like you just being committed to yourself, which is amazing. And also this sense of like connected to spirit more. You're really kind of allowing yourself to embrace your spiritual or religious side, where you're really connecting to God or the universe, and there's this big, real big trust there, which I really, really love. I'm hearing just go for it. And the sovereign is all about you guys owning your power and owning your boundaries. So this is really important, especially at the moment, like standing in your power, stepping into your power. It's just so, so, so important. Okay, so let's have a look at your tarot. Love. Oh my God, guys, some of you guys are really going to get engaged. I'm seeing so much love in these readings, which is so nice, because I don't always get like full-on romantic love messages. That's really great. So that's a massive sign for you guys. Okay, walking away from something that's no longer good for you, feeling free. I'm also picking up on Harry Potter again. I picked up on a lot of Harry Potter for the last group as well. So there's a scene where they're all going to Hogwarts, I think in the first one, and they're in these little boats. I have no idea why, but it's kind of like this sailing away. I'm hearing the song We Are Sailing. Is that a song? We Are Sailing? I don't know. Or row, row, row your boat. A lot of like boat analogies. There's a sense of like trying to ground yourself in like uncharted water, like trying to ground yourself in water is like really, really choppy. And basically what it's representing is emotions, and that's, oh my God, that's so fitting. The King of Cups, that's literally all about emotion. So basically, you are literally coming into a really emotional state. You're really embracing your emotional side. You guys have learned so much through everything you've gone through, and you're feeling so much more empowered. You guys, really asserting your boundaries is going to bring you a really lovely connection, because you're no longer feeling like there's a lack of self-worth, and therefore you're not putting up with anyone's crap. And then underneath, Ace of Swords, gorgeous. A very, very communicative relationship with a air sign or a fire sign, or okay, I meant to say water sign, but okay, air, fire or water. This person is going to give you everything you need. They're going to feel very stable. I'm picking up on an Aquarius or a Pisces specifically, or Taurus, or Virgo actually as well, and Libra. Okay, they give me so many signs. So this doesn't have to be a relationship, but a lot of you guys, there definitely is a relationship coming towards you. A lot of you guys are manifesting a lot of friendships as well. So if you guys are wanting some friendships, that is coming towards you. I'm picking up on the 8th month, or 8 months time. There's going to be some relationships coming towards you that are really, really, really on your wavelength. And you've had to wait because basically you've had to find yourself more, or basically release a lot of the trauma that's been put on you through childhood, and really releasing that. And I'm picking up on there's like a spirit behind me, so I'm just going to release them right now. Thank you. So I had a spirit like right behind me. Sometimes I just have to protect my energy, and that's why we have black tourmaline, to help us in that sort of situation. So Okay, so 12th house of secrets. By the way, that spirit was like a really lovely spirit. I just wasn't in the mood for it tonight. I have to be like, I'm such an earth sign. Like, I have Virgo rising. Like, you can just tell by the way I interact with my spirit guides. I'm like, okay, bitch, leave me alone. Thank you. It's like, just honestly, bitch is a very endearing word to me. Oh my God. Okay, so we have the 7th house of partners, 12th house, last quarter, Scorpio, gorgeous. So you're going to be in a relationship with a Scorpio or manifesting a Scorpionic relationship. You could be that Scorpio as well. So we have the 6th house of service, and we also have the 9th house. So a lot of you guys could be a Sagittarius. This feels like a release. This feels like manifestation. This feels like releasing stuff, healing, really vibing with your divine wisdom, like really using your wisdom to share with others, and to all the stuff you've gone through. This is what you've been waiting for. And can you see how she's like moving towards the King of Cups? Then we have transformation. Boom. Just going to leave that one there. Underneath, Venus. Yes, so much relationship stuff. So Venus is also, it's to do with our relationship to everyone. So it's relationship to our food, it's relationship to what we value, parents, friendships, family, work colleagues, literally everyone we have a relationship with, everything and everyone we have a relationship with, that is your Venus sign. And that is something I feel like you guys have worked on a lot, especially possibly could be working with your Chiron and your Lilith as well, because Lilith is a very suppressed sexual energy and Chiron is about a wounded healer. So very, very deep stuff. Okay, so let's get your last cards. Let's see what months are significant for you guys. And let's see what wants to come through. Amethyst is also coming for you guys. I think that came from for group number 2 as well, but I'm just picking up on Amethyst for you guys. So that could be a good one for you to work with if you are wanting to. I'm picking up some of you guys who are wearing an amethyst bracelet or necklace. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up. So September, August and November. So the later months of the year. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you'd like a private reading, all that information is down below. Thank you very, very much for your support. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. And if you would like to have a look at my crystal shop, that is also down below. Have a lovely day and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye.